Okay, let's check this here stream. Check the mic. Seems good to me. What's up, chat? I can't tell if anybody's actually in here yet, but I don't understand why in OBS I can't see the amount of people in the chat anymore. Oh well. Okay, gonna finish up macro mapping. Where did we leave off? We still need to do deleting macro maps. So where we at right here? Source engine, I guess. Yep, macro map. Okay, so add macro assignment, that works. Remember correctly? Yeah, it does. Okay, remove macro assignment. So what is the way we want to delete them? I guess if you if you right click, yeah, if mapping is active, then when you right click it should remove it. That shouldn't be too difficult. Where's this handled? In the editor, right? Add macro assignment here. Okay, so change listener. Let's see. If we go into base slider, I assume mouse down. If is right button down. Okay. Now, do we have a way to check? Okay. Okay. We could probably simplify this by just using the add macro assignment, where if it's already, like, if it exists, remove macro assignment. That might be the easiest. So like hmm. Let me just play it real quick and see. Make sure I remember how it actually works. Check. Okay. Man, I don't know. OBS has really been letting me down. I feel like a couple years ago when I was streaming all the time, this never happened. I think back then I was using Streamlabs OBS though, not the regular OBS. So who knows? It's back now, right? It looks fine on the meter. Okay, so say slider is, or sorry, let's see, set map that is mapped. I think we just got to do this. Like that, okay. So whenever it is mapped, we're removing. So we're going to say, okay, yep, that's correct. Okay. And then what we need to do is, I guess the same thing in here. So if we go in here, yes. This, we say a slider paint, and we're going to say just is mapped. And then I guess we got to go into here. Repaint. So let's see if this works. Is the sound good now, chat? All right, let's see what we got here. That. Okay, we mapped it. And then, right, not mapped anymore. Cool. We got to also turn off mapping whenever we turn it off on just the macro dial itself. What's these warnings? Get map can be made constant. Sure. Mouse down. That needs to be override. Okay, I think since this is more than one line, I'm gonna go and put it here. Take the whole thing like that, like this. Cool. All right. So we gotta tell all the sliders editor added. Okay. What about the macro dials? What do they do whenever you turn them on or off? Macro toggled. Seems like we're not reacting to the, here it is. We do it on mouse down. So what's the best way to update the sliders? I mean, I guess we just have to go through all of the editors, kind of like this. Okay, so if it's right down, if macro slider turns them all off, then we do whatever. So then at the end, we say that. Well, what are we looping through right now? Oh, just the macro knobs. Okay. And then so loop through the editors. If it is a base editor, it's sliders. And then we say slider dot set is mapped. Not set is, we need to do like show mapped. Okay. We need to do something like something like that, and then no, this is kind of dumb. Actually, I mean, maybe I'll just do it like this and then show it to ChatGPT. Maybe it'll suggest something better. Show mapped. And then we'll say something like that, and then we'll say show mapped is equal to, and then I guess we'll say repaint, and we'll say for this, we'll say is mapped and show mapped. Okay, and then we can go to here and say what is it, show mapping, and then it'll be, I guess this is a enum, so I'll go macros, get macro state. I guess we'll do static cast to gotta cast the int first probably. And then we can cast the bool from int. See if this works. Oh, we got 2 in the chat now. What's up, y'all? All right, what we got? Let's see here. Map it. All right, and let's turn mapping off. Very good. But it is toggling even if it's not the correct one. Yep, so that's annoying. This is easily going to get very spaghettified. Let's see. Oh, okay, we have this selected macro. And that's going to be like macro 1 or whatever. Macro 1 ID or whatever. I guess we could do this. Git is mapped. We can't really put it in here because we don't have access to the macro map in this one. So slide. Where would I be able to put in the macro dial that we're on? Well, I could in the macro map. We have this member called current macro key. Do I have a method to get it? Load, save, get assignments from macro. Let's do that. Let's just do a const. What am I doing? We'll do a juice string. Get current macro. And we'll return current macro key. And so we should be able to do this. Now we can go to the editor. And when we add a macro assignment, we can also say slider dot set name, I guess. There's sliders do have properties. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna want to do this. I'm gonna want to do something like I kind of forgot how to do it. Let me see real quick. How do add a property juice slider? I'm pretty sure it's not just set property. Yeah, it's not. It's like you gotta do git properties, and then you do like set. Yeah. And then macro key or something like that. Set macro key, and then I guess you do get macro map, get current macro. And then how do we do that? Let's see. So that's good. So we just put it on there. Then we can go here. And then we could say const auto should show, or actually let's start with this. We want the state and we want this. So then what we need to do is, let's see, show mapping. We got the state, which is the actual, is on or off. And then we, okay, so then we'll do const auto is macro is equal to, let's see, macro slider, or selected macro is equal to the slider get properties, and then get var pointer. Get with default, I think, is what I used. Macro, what did I call it? Macro key. And then what's on, what am I gonna say is the default value? I guess the default value could just be empty string. And I will say state and is macro. Let's see here. Oh. Okay, it's just not working the first time you map it. So we'll say add macro assignment. Sanity check right here. Right? Well, that's not the problem. Let's leave it like that for now because that logic is still correct. Gotta figure out why. So add a macro assignment. So set is mapped. So then, oh, it's because I think we just gotta go back here and then we'll say if is mapped and show mapped. So we need to do this. Oh, you know what? I think it's just we got to do this. We just got to also call the slider show mapping. All right, let's see here. There we go. Now if I go to a different dial, it doesn't do anything. Okay. Okay, and then we can delete it. We can go back. Delete it. Okay, very good, very good. Okay. Since it works, the only thing I want to touch is fix this right here. Instead of just having an actual string, we'll go to globals and we'll say, let's see, we've got action commands. We've got, it's not really an action command. It's a property. So I might as well just make a different one. So we'll say, maybe we'll say, widget properties. And then we'll say, where's it at? Macro key. Like that. Then we can go here and we could say that, and then is it globals? Widget properties, macro key. All right. Take that and we'll put it where the other string is, which is right here. Okay. That ought to be good. Now, how do we save and reload? Let's go back over here. I had to comment out something. Okay, maybe not. Okay, and then okay. This is probably just going to require me to copy and paste my get state and set state from that project. So if I pull this up here, let's see, source, the processor. It's longer than the regular set state and get state because it's also saving and reloading everything having to do with all of the extra processors. So yeah, let me just take this. We'll go processor here. And we need to that in get state. Then we need to go get set state. And hopefully this just works. As long as there's no compile errors. Let's see what we got. Viator DSP Git processor registry. This is supposed to actually be called. Let's see. Stills is Git. Or just this. And then maybe, yep, same thing right here. Send action message loaded. Oh, I don't really like that. What did I do that for? Let's see. Go to the editor. We'll go to the action callback and see what it does. Oh, nothing. I must have taken it out and forgot to remove it here. Okay. All right. Cool. So do we call save state on the macros in get state? Let's see. Doesn't seem like it. Where's it at? Okay, there. Oh, okay, it's right there. Do I need anything else? Let's see. We've got... No, I guess we don't need that. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, let's just hit play. So let's make a mapping here. That one, okay, and that one. All right, let's close this. See if it comes back with those mappings still available. Oh, okay. It didn't reload the editors. Why is that? I didn't think about that. I guess we could see if there's a debug statement. There isn't. I wonder if get child with name macros. Let me just see if let's see, we got to restart that. We'll go to library, application support, and then where's it at? There should be one for Comet. Yeah. So this is where the standalone data is saved. So you can delete that and you'll get a I'll just kind of quit in the middle of that sentence. You'll get fresh state. Macros. No, let's leave this stuff in. Let me just go look at, I just assumed that the editor part was going to work. Actually, we got to go into probably editor rack and we'll say, okay, are we calling rebuild editors in the main editor? Yeah, rebuild editor. Okay, so let's see. Our editor, we've got a plugin rack, change listener. Okay, I don't see it calling anything. So let's see. Is there something in the change listener? No, it doesn't seem like it. Let's see. Why didn't it use? Nope. Just plugin rack. Oh, okay. Maybe this is where I need the change or the action message. Where's action listener callback? Okay, there's delete that we needed. Okay, and then apparently, okay. Okay. So plugin rack needs to be an action listener. All right. Okay, it's an action broadcast. Okay. So let me just grab the action listener callback. Okay, and then whatever, I'll put it right here. Then a minute, listener callback, and we'll say loaded. Okay, and then we'll say here in globals, we'll add let's see, I don't know, modules loaded, and that will be loaded, I guess. Fine. Okay. Loaded. All right. So where was that? Was that in set state? Yeah, it's got to be set state, right? Send action. Okay. So let's processor needs to be in public juice action broadcaster. That was, yeah, okay. Right here. Got to do wait, does our rack need to listen? Why did we do rack add action listener this? I don't remember. Oh, that. Does the rack send an action message? Yeah, okay. So then we, in the other project, we add the processor. Oh, maybe not. Wait. Wait. Was I confused? We definitely say send action message loaded. Okay. So we definitely need to say what is it called? Processor ref. Version for audio processor action listener. Public juice action listener. Yeah, action broadcaster, I mean. So action broadcaster. So we need the rack to listen to. Am I confusing myself? Does it? Is this the only thing it does? Yeah, it's the only one. Oh wait, I think I need to go inside the rack. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh right. Yeah. I'm stupid. Okay. All right. So get rid of, where did I just have it? Oh, wrong. So instead of that, we do that, and then we go into the rack, and we say, what did I call it? The call processor ref. Add action listener this, and then move action listener this. See if that changes anything. Oh, but the racks are still gone. Why? Oh wait. Wait. We also call rebuild editors in the constructor. If I go to the action message, mouse down, here we go, loaded. Okay, let me make sure that's in here, since I keep confusing myself. Okay, now let's see. Now let's see. Okay, let's do that. Okay. So why? Is it consuming? Let's see, editor rack. I'd have to go base slider, go to mouse down. Let's see if this is firing. Yeah, it is. Okay. So then change message. So change message gets up through here. Change listener. If slider is a base slider, if map else that. It looks like it might not be successfully getting through now. Yeah, it's not getting through. Oh, but we're not even getting to this, which means, did I accidentally remove a change listener or something? What did I do? Did I delete something? Okay. No. So then what's the problem? Why would calling rebuild editors mess up? Okay, wait. We know we're getting mouse down on the, okay. What happens? Is there a change listener in here? Drag up. Oh, but there's an action listener. Wait, so who listens to the changes of the base sliders? Oh, it's got to be when they get added. So, oh, I got to get rid of this too. This is dumb. Before that turns into a problem. Let's see, rebuild editors. Add mouse listener. Where's the other? So that was rebuild editors. Where's the add editor? Oh, right here. So send add. I don't see the change listener part. How do I manage to confuse myself every time I come back? Go here, set combo box, rack, build editors. It's got to have something to do with, let's see, we sent a change message, loaded, and here. So how about we don't call rebuild editors in the constructor? Okay, so that breaks it. Oh, because it breaks it because there's none by default. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It intercepts mouse clicks. Allow clicks on those children. True and true. Wait, that's not it. We know the clicks are getting to the slider because we were able to see the send change message. But I feel like nobody responded to it. check. I don't know what's with OBS. Maybe I gotta re-download Streamlabs OBS. This is ridiculous. Okay, so we select one. Macro right now is brother, I just want string. It's really, I don't, can we just do this? We could probably do the string or something, right? Yeah, okay, thank God. All right, let's do that. And then right now, macro is, oh, nothing. Interesting. Then why did it work? So oh, that's why I would need it here. Oh, okay, so it's the change listener callback. I would somehow need for this code to run again, so yeah, I think I'm gonna have to work on how this is loaded and initialized, because by default nothing is ever mapped, and then you save and then you recall, and then all the stuff is empty again, even though the mapping is still there and works. This git is mapped is still like empty. So what would we do? Hmm. Oh, I wonder if it's that simple. That might actually break the, yeah, that might be not the correct logic. So we do that. Oh, okay, then we do that. Oh, now the mapping's not even okay. So yeah. Let's see. Let me get it. Let me make sure we get it back into a state that's at least working. Okay. So why can't we, when we right click the macro knob, I think, do I just need to loop through the sliders on startup and do this? Let's see. Do I have a remove set learn state macro changed? Get assignments for current macro. Save, load, get current, but that's only going to work if you click on what am I thinking? If you okay. Load macro state. Does that have anything we can use? Save, load, uses a value tree. I need to, okay, this is what I need to do. Let me do this. don't even, this might be too much for it. Okay, this is what I was thinking. Like, yeah, let me just take it here in case it doesn't work. Okay, so we need, and and then action message. Number named is not empty. Guess has value, has property. That, I guess. Okay. Then action, listener callback, editor added. I mean, can't we just call it like here? I didn't even look at this code. I mean, we go through the editors. Yeah, it definitely doesn't work. Okay, so is any of this usable? We go through the editors. We sliders, math macro is equal to get properties, get with default if. Yeah, this isn't, no. So how, yeah, this doesn't. We need to use the macro map class, and we need to like loop through all of the. Yeah. Man, this is gonna be more annoying than I thought. All pass filters. What's up, man? All pass filters. So if you so let's say you have a signal that you split up into multiple sections using filters. Like let's say you have a low pass filter at 10,000 hertz and you have a high pass filter at 300 hertz. If you split that up into those three bands and then try to do something with those bands, they're not gonna sum back perfectly because a filter at 300 hertz introduces a different amount of delay as a filter at 10,000 hertz. So an all pass filter will let you put an extra filter on each one where it needs to be for the delay to match up, if that makes sense. Since all pass filters don't actually change the sound, they just change the phase. I hope that made sense. Oh, this isn't gonna work. They probably need to also add something to. Oh no, it works. Okay. Okay, works. Great. Yeah, so like I'm not gonna say the right numbers, but if your high pass is at 300, your low pass is at 10,000, and you want to also have some kind of mid band, so like maybe one your low band is from 20 to 300, then 300 to 1,000, and then 1,000 up. If you were to divide those up, do some processing on each one individually, and then sum them back together, you would need, I think, I could be wrong about this, you would need the lowest one to have the high pass at, or not the high pass, but whichever filter you're using to get the low band. You need that one at 300, and then you would also need two low pass filters, or I'm sorry, one low pass, all pass filter at the 1,000 mark or whatever the other filter cutoff is, and then you need to do the same procedure for like the mid band. We'll need an all pass at 300 and 1,000 or whatever, and then the high band will need an all pass at 300 and 1,000 as well. I think I might have done that wrong, but it's that kind of it's delay compensation because um a low pass filter at 1000 and a low pass filter at 400 is going to have a different amount of delay. Okay, the macros worked. Let me save this real quick. So macros working, loading. Let me in fact, see what ChatGPT says. Yeah, it introduces the delay without affecting the level. If you mix multiple band split signals, each band can have slightly different phase. All pass filters can align those back to where they need to be and prevent the comb filtering. Yeah. I mean, there's lots of other uses, but that's like the one I think of as like the, like the normal one, They're definitely used in making reverbs. It said a couple of things that I didn't know about, like they smear transients in a musically pleasing way. He could be ChatGPT could be wrong about that, but whatever. Okay, cool. The let's see, the macros are working and everything, so I guess that'll be it for me. Here's the in menu with my Patreon subscribers. Also, if you're not in the Discord, join. The Discord link is in the description of the video. And yeah, you can talk to me there. Yeah, that'll be it. So thanks for hanging out. See ya.